quite aware of the way humans usually reproduce, which is messy, unsanitary, and based on living next to you for 3 years, involves loud and unnecessary appeals to a deity.
Oh, God.
Yes, exactly. Consequently, if Amy and I choose to bring new life into this world, it will be accomplished clinically with fertility experts in a lab with petri dishes. Which reminds me, you have broad hips and a certain corn-fed vigor. Is your womb available for rental? Penny? Penny? Penny?
You do realize I stand on the other side of the door waiting for you to finish knocking 3 times.
I know. I can see the shadow of your feet under the door.
Yeah, my point is it's a waste of time.
If you're looking for an example of a waste of time, I would refer you to the conversation we're having right now.
What about you, Penny? Do you go on many dates?
Yeah, I wouldn't say many. A few. What's...
Your characterization of approximately 171 different men is a few.
What? Where did you get 171 men?
Simple extrapolation. In the 3 years that I've known you, you were single for 2. During that time, I saw 17 different suitors. If we work backwards, correcting for observation bias, and postulate an initial dating age of 15.
Whoa, wait. I did not start dating at 15.
I'm sorry, 16?
14.
My mistake. Now, assuming the left side of a bell curve peaking around the present, that would bring the total up to 193 men. Plus or minus 8 men.
Remarkable. Did you have sexual intercourse with all of these men?
No.
Now, although that number would be fairly easy to calculate, based on the number of awkward encounters I've had with strange men leaving her apartment in the morning, plus the number of times she's returned home wearing the same clothes she wore the night before.
Okay, Sheldon, I think you've made your point.
So we multiply 193 minus 21 men before the loss of virginity. So 172 times 0.18 gives us 30.96 sexual partners. Let's round that up to 31.
Okay, Sheldon, you are so wrong. That is not even close to the real number. I'm gonna need a drink over here.
Hey, you got Snoopy out. Can I have a snow cone?
Well, sure.
These are pretty good. What flavor is this?
Guess.
Papaya?
No.
Guava?
You're so close.
Why give up?
Mango caterpillar. What are you doing? You said you liked it.
Sheldon, I want you to meet Neil deGrasse Tyson from the Hayden Planetarium in New York.
I'm quite familiar with Dr. Tyson. He's responsible for the demotion of Pluto from planetary status. I liked Pluto. Ergo, I do not like you.
But I actually didn't demote Pluto. That was a vote of the International Astronomical Union.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Think about that, Dr. Tyson.
Is that the guy you were telling me about?
Oh, yeah. Water demon.
Ice dragon.
Lesser warlord of Ka'a.
Not so fast. Infinite Sheldon.
Infinite Sheldon?
Yes, Infinite Sheldon defeats all other cards and does not violate the rule against homemade cards because I made it at work.
Do you understand why people don't want to play with you?
No.
I had a great idea. You know how we're always having to stop and solve differential equations, like when you're doing Fourier analysis or using the Schrodinger equation?
Howard doesn't. He's only an engineer. Consider this unlikely but very plausible scenario. A young woman alone in the big city. Her ridiculous dream of becoming an actress lies shattered about her.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, hang on, let's see where he's going.
Then it hits her. How is she going to survive? But she has no prospects, no marketable skills. And then one day, she meets a group of geniuses and their friend Howard. Hey,
Hang on, let's see where he's going. Hey, so you guys ready to order?
since we come in every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock and order the same exact thing, and it's now 6:08, I believe your question not only answers itself, but also stands alongside such other nonsensical queries as who let the dogs out and how are they hanging?
Okay, so the usual with extra spit on Sheldon's hamburger.
Penny, a moment. Do you have plans this weekend?
Oh, gee, Amy, I'm sorry. I'm actually pretty busy this weekend.
I'll be serving food that was ordered today.
All right, let's just say we've warmed up.
You're the teacher.
Okay, one of the things that might help you in connecting with your students is being a little more spontaneous. So why don't we try some improvisation?
Oh, why not? It seems like you're improvising your entire curriculum.
This is all about listening and responding.
Gotcha.
I'm going to create a character and a situation, and you just jump in when you feel it.
All right.
All right.
Action.
Okay, it's not a movie, it's improv, so no one calls action.
Hey, you taught me something. Who would have thought it?
She wants to have dinner and talk about my research.
An entire dinner to talk about your research? Where are you going? The drive-thru at Jack in the Box?
So, Penny, Leonard tells me you're an actress. That must be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, it's real great. Today I drove to Van Nuys for an audition I thought was going to be for a cat food commercial. Turned out to be porn.
Did you get the part?
I didn't do the audition.
Given the state of your career, can you really afford to be picky? Now, clearly, the cards are marked.
I thought you had more important things to think about.
But I do. You happen to have caught me on a break. Oh, let me see those cards.
Oh, big deal. Not knowing is part of the fun.
Not knowing's part of the fun. Was that the motto of your community college?